Let's talk about some of the best movies of the year so far. Subscribe, follow, and give this video a like. There are a little over 4 months left of this year, and so far it has been amazing. We've seen some awesome movies in the cinemas and on streaming services. So let's take a look at some of my favorite movies of the year so far. This is also my 50th video, and I'm so excited to share more content with you as the year goes on. These movies are in no particular order. Top Gun Maverick. It doesn't always happen that the sequel is better than the original, but Top Gun Maverick definitely topped the original Top Gun. The original Top Gun is a classic. It's a big improvement over a movie that was already pretty awesome, and I think it will become a classic in itself. Everything, everywhere, all at once. This movie took me by surprise. I definitely didn't expect it to be this good. I think this might be one of my top three favorite movies of the year so far. The list might change, but right now it's definitely in my top three. The way this movie dives into the multiverse is just something special. It's something we all wanted to see. It's funny, it's action packed, it has a lot of drama, some character development. It's just a top story. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, when this movie came out, I wasn't too excited about it. I watched it and then I rewatched it, and after the rewatch, I actually liked it a little more. It might not be the best Marvel movie, but I still think they did the multiverse justice. It might not have been what we've expected, but I think it's the perfect start to what will be the multiverse saga. So just wait a little and be patient and see what Marvel does with the multiverse saga. RRR. This Bollywood movie is something that's so talked about. Initially, I was hesitant to go to watch it, but I decided to do it anyway, and I was surprised. It's filled with so much action, so much awesome moments, and they really took the CGI to another level by including some crazy stunts in scenes. This might be the craziest movie of the year so far. Even if you're not a fan of Bollywood, I still think you will enjoy this movie. You might even end up loving it and calling it one of your favorites. The Batman. When Robert Pattinson was cast as the Batman, there was a lot of skeptical comments on Twitter and all over social media. But I think the dude did an awesome job with this role. The Batman is definitely one of the best Batman movies so far. I think the tone sets the movie apart from the rest of the DCEU or previous Batman movies. It kind of feels like the Christopher Nolan trilogy, but it's totally different. It's more grittier, more grounded, and you get to see more of the Batman and Bruce Wayne character and see how it develops. You get to see that he still makes mistakes and he's still in a learning process, becoming what will be the greatest detective, the Kid Crusader, one of my favorite heroes, the Batman. The next movie is The Northman. This is another fantastic movie. I love Viking tales, and this one really does honor to all Viking tales and mythology and everything that goes along with Viking history. It definitely did its job. It's full of action, full of drama. So if you haven't seen The Northman yet, then I definitely suggest you go check it out. The unbearable weight of massive talent. This has to be Nicolas Cage's best role in quite a while. And the best thing is he's playing himself. This movie is super funny. And I just love the premise in itself. Everything about this movie works. And seeing Nicolas Cage just having fun makes this movie so much better. Nick Cage is definitely a legend, and this once again proves that he can do awesome movies. Jackass Forever. Now, this one, I wasn't sure if I should include it on my list, as I haven't really been a fan of the Jackass franchise. I watched the TV show when I was younger, but this movie really does stand out. It's a lot of fun. It's great to see that the guys still have chemistry and they just enjoy each other's company and they can still prank each other in some of the most gruesome ways. It's really fun and funny. Turning Red. Now I had to choose between Turning Red and Minions Rise of Gru, but I went with Turning Red because I think the story is so much better than Rise of Gru. Both are funny and fun animated movies, but this one stands out because of the 90s nostalgic feel that it gives you. It has all the things that makes you miss the 90s, like Tamagotchis and all that. And I think the story in itself is also a beautiful story that can resonate with a lot of people. Prey. Now, this I already said is one of my favorite movies of the year so far, and it will definitely also be in my top three by the end of the year, or it might change, but I think it will definitely be part of the top three. This movie is filled with action. It has an amazing story and an awesome cast. So go check out Prey or check out my review before you watch the movie. Making this list was a lot harder than I expected. There are so many movies that I had to leave off. I'm just gonna give some honorable mentions to some of the movies that I wanted to add to my list but couldn't. Thor Love and Thunder, The Bad Guys, Fresh, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Nope, The Lost City, Hustle, and I Want You Back.